Good afternoon, everyone. This is Self-Education. Remember, if I provide value in today's video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. All right, let's dive into it. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what the future looks like for, for most of us. Okay, so economically speaking, we have to understand what has happened, and what the past looks like, what has led up into now. Okay, so going back in the last 100 years, you have we were on a gold standard, where all of the money that is in supply was backed up by gold. Okay, and that limits inflation. It limits the supply of money that can be printed. When you take that away, there's no limit on what can be printed, and it's a slippery slope. Okay, so you have that part from the monetary supply. From the manufacturing part is the United States went into a manufacturing leadership of the world. We're also the world's leader for education, innovation, many other things. Which and then on top of that, the leader for the monetary policy. And then the United States, we came out on top for World War II. So that led us to be able to have the world reserve currency. What did that lead into? The manufacturing powerhouse. When those manufacturing jobs dried up, because what happens is other countries can make it cheaper. And the U.S. can't pay those workers anymore to pay them, competitively speaking, versus, somebody in China can make it a lot cheaper. So what happens is, China can make it a lot cheaper than the U.S. can. The U.S., starts losing manufacturing jobs. And that's worked out for us okay so far. You'd think it'd be a lot more dramatic, downplay, where it's went into, but it hasn't yet. So what happens? You lose all these manufacturing jobs. You start printing all this money. This is the real reason for the wealth inequality gap. What happens is we get this new money. The top 10%, the wealthy, they have first access to new money. Then it trickles on down the line, and then to the point where it drives the price up for everything else. The people that have last access to the money are harmed the worst. So that keeps happening. It's going to keep happening over and over, and the wealth gap is going to get worse and worse and worse. It's nothing political. If everybody wants to drive politics and all this, it's economic forces at play. It's nothing to do with politics. The more you understand economics, the less you see that politics. It's just a game. It's just a game to distract you from what's really going on. And if you want to dive more into the topic, I just got finished reading The Creature from Jekyll Island. It is a great book. So if you want to dive more into it, and then also, what is happening at play is it's the Cantillon effect, and that is happening right before our eyes. There's many things that are starting to be, the United States, we still have a lot of agriculture production. We make a lot of food that also goes around the world, but even that, like with these like wheat. Like if you, I don't know if you've heard in the news, wheat is now, we're starting to import some wheat. So I think you might go into the future and we might start importing more food, and that's another slippery slope. So this wealth gap, it's only going to get much, much, much worse. The cost of food, the cost of products, it's gonna keep getting worse. Your paycheck's gonna keep getting worse. And another sign of this taking place is these side jobs. 50 years ago, 40 years ago, that was not a thing. That is another sign that this is happening. These side jobs, or hustle culture. You got your Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, all these little things that you can make quick bucks on. And, when you dive into luxuries, you're burning through this new money. So I'm afraid it's only gonna get worse from here. So again, you're gonna want to prepare yourself. Get your finances in order. Start. It's only good. It's you're running up a hill that's gonna keep on getting steeper. Stop making excuses for yourself and start trying to do what you can to prepare yourself, because it's going to get much worse from here. Self-education. I'll see you in the next one.